Tell me one good reason why I should try continuing to fight it.
What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So CES 2018 has ended and I'm sure most of your subscription boxes has been blowing up for the past few days. So today I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my favorite tech or things from CES 2018. I wasn't able to go if you guys were wondering, so I saw these from my favorite YouTubers and tech websites. So starting off with something that's actually been out for a while now, GeForce Now, which is still in beta for US and Europe only. Hence the reason why I can't try it out and make a video out of it. And of course, for those of you who are not familiar with GeForce Now, basically it allows you to stream your games from a capable gaming PC to a really old or slow laptop that's only meant for basic use only. So maybe a dual core laptop with integrated graphics and have a really seamless experience as if you're actually playing on a high-end gaming laptop. Compatible with PC and Mac, but of course there's always a but. Since basically you are streaming, you're gonna need a fast and reliable internet connection to use GeForce Now. So if you live in the Philippines, yeah, alam nyo na yun. You need to at least have an internet connection of 10 megabits per second. Yeah. Number 2 is Nvidia's new big Gastos displays, which Paul and Steve like to joke about, but mine has Gastos on it, Tagalog, haha. So this is the big format gaming displays or BFGD, which is basically the TV or monitor for your living room or man cave. Now, while usually I'm not a fan of playing games on a resolution higher than 1080p, these monster displays have a 65-inch 4K 120Hz G-Sync low latency HDR 1000 nits VA panel. I mean, what the f***? So obviously this is meant for really high-end or at least capable desktops that can render games at or above 60 FPS in 4K. And of course HDR for better highlights and blacks when consuming HDR content on it. So the panel covers the DCI-P3 color space, making it a great panel for color accurate work. I mean, if you're into editing videos and photos on a 65-inch display. Also, Nvidia was able to integrate local dimming, so it allows the panel to achieve deep blacks, but of course still not comparable to the dimming capabilities of OLED panels. And Nvidia Shield built in, so this is also an Android or smart TV. So the BFGD displays will be available in 3 models from Acer, Asus, and HP and should be available by the second half of 2018. No price yet, but considering everything you get, I would assume something way north of $2,000. So for those of you who have SLI 1070s to 1080 Ti's or even Crossfire Vega 56 and 64, rejoice. Number 3, moving on to the more, I guess, reasonable side of displays. LG's Nano IPS technology has been integrated into monitors. Now, if you're not familiar with LG's Nano IPS, it basically offers better color reproduction, color accuracy, and more vibrant displays compared to your typical IPS panels. So LG did showcase their new 5K and 4K HDR 600 monitors for professionals, which also has FreeSync, by the way. But what I really like is their 34G K950G. Again, to every manufacturer, product naming please. So this is their offering for a gaming Nano IPS display, 3440 by 1440 G-Sync curved panel. So what I love about it is the stealthy and not over-the-top design, unlike pretty much every gaming monitor out there. And also has a really nice and not in-your-face ring RGB lighting at the back to give you some ambient light. And no details on price and release date yet. Number 4, which I'm sure most of you already saw coming, are the new Ryzen desktop and mobile APUs with Vega graphics and the second generation Ryzen, which they're calling Ryzen Plus, which is built on the 12nm Zen Plus architecture. Now, AMD didn't mention specifics in performance improvement on Zen Plus, but mentioned that it will have higher clock speeds. Also, the new Precision Boost 2 and XFR 2. So these will be released April 2018. So maybe AMD will give more details a few months from now. Of course, Ryzen 2 on 2019 and Ryzen 3 on 2020, which will be built on the 7nm and 7nm Plus architectures respectively. But what I'm really excited for are the new Ryzen APUs. Never thought I'd say that. But that's right, the new Ryzen desktop and mobile APUs coming early this year. So the desktop APUs, namely the 2400G for $169 and 2200G for $99, with Vega graphics, which offers an insane value and performance compared to Intel's integrated UHD graphics. Of course, it's still overclockable and paired with fast memory should give you significant performance bumps from these numbers. So a lot of budget gaming rigs by February 2018 might be using these new Ryzen desktop APUs. So all these are still compatible with current 300 series motherboards, but with the upcoming X470 motherboards, AMD said should give you lower power consumption. So it's interesting to see how it compares to current X370 motherboards. And lastly are the Ryzen mobile APUs for the consumers and pro versions for the enterprise level, with Vega graphics again, so there's gonna be a lot of competition on the mobile or laptop side of things this 2018. Number 5 is the Digital Storm Spark. So I'm not a fan of ITX or compact PCs, but just look at this thing. I do see a lot of people would want this as a portable gaming PC or workstation. So this can be configured once it's released, maybe around Q2 2018, and no news yet on the price, but it's a custom mini PC from Digital Storm, so expect it to be really expensive, maybe $1,000 on the base configuration. Up to an 8700K GTX 1080, 32 gigs of memory, 3 M.2 slots, and a single 2.5-inch drive bay. So this comes with a custom hardline tubing, which is really the only thing I would change to soft tubing for easier troubleshooting. So you get a 92mm radiator at the top and a pump and reservoir combo. Also, you can configure this with any paint job you want once it's released. Number 6 is the updated Origin Millennium because PewDiePie and Origin Omni. So the updated Millennium is a full tower and still has that variable mounting, so you can configure your motherboard to 4 different orientations: standard, vertical, inverted, and inverted vertical, and makes it really easy with a toolless and probably safe to say modular design. It also has a new RF remote to control the lighting, so with this you don't need to point the remote at your PC if you want to change the lighting. So going back to the toolless and modular design, it has magnetic side panels with thumb screws, which you can choose among tempered glass, aluminum, and textured side panels. You can customize the front panel with a VR panel with an HDMI out and 2 USB 3s, a hot swappable 3.5-inch drive bay or optical drive if you're still into that. And most importantly, you can upgrade the Millennium to the Genesis simply by adding an expansion bay at the bottom. So this can accommodate up to 12 3.5-inch drives and 24 2.5-inch drives if you want to go ham on your storage, or 2 360 rads if you want to go all out on water cooling. And lastly, Origin's updated all-in-one Omni with now a 650-watt power supply. So it can now power any single graphics card you want to put in it. Micro ATX motherboard for more memory and storage, and at the front is a 144Hz panel. No other specifics on the panel yet. And of course, every component can be replaced and swapped out by the user. So currently, the Millennium is available starting at $1,600. Number 7 is the Corsair Dark Core SE. So this is, I believe, the first mouse in the market to have Qi wireless charging. So for me, this is by far the best implementation of wireless charging on a mouse. So the Dark Core SE uses a Pixar 3367 sensor up to a 16,000 dpi, setting 1 millisecond response time or about 1000 Hz polling rate. So Corsair claims performance to be easily comparable to that of a good wired mouse. So far, I love the design, sleek and not over the top with the RGBs. So I can't really comment on the ergonomics, but judging by looks alone, I would say this would be a comfortable mouse to use. Take note that this is the SE or Special Edition, which comes with Qi wireless charging for $90 and $80 for the regular Dark Core. So Corsair will also release a mousepad with a spot for Qi wireless charging called the MM1000 for $80. So you don't necessarily need this, since charging the mouse you need to place it on a single spot. So if you already have a Qi wireless charger, then just use that. So all of these will be available before the end of January. Of course, Razer did feature the Hyperflux, which uses a magnetic field to power the mouse indefinitely while using it on the mousepad, but the long-term effect on the user's health is something that really concerns me, so we'll have to wait and see. And number 8 is the Synaptics Clear ID FS9500 sensor, which is the technology that a lot of people, including me, have been waiting for. So this is a fingerprint sensor that is embedded into a display and integrates the sensor between the panel and the glass itself, although noticeably slower at 0.7 seconds compared to most offerings in the market using capacitive sensors. So Vivo will actually be the first one to use this technology on their phones, but didn't mention the specific phone model they're gonna use it on. Other details soon, and will be available by Q2 2018. And other things that I found to be cool but not really my favorite: Razer's Project Linda, which basically turns your Razer phone into a laptop. Acer Swift 7, which is the world's thinnest laptop, which I'm not a fan of, but it looks cool. The Intel Hades Canyon, which is the world's smallest VR-capable PC with Vega mobile graphics, which Intel says should perform better than a Max-Q 1060, so maybe an equivalent of a regular 1060. Also, you have to provide your own memory, storage, and OS since it is a bare-bone system. So this would have made my favorites list, but it doesn't offer future expandability of the CPU and GPU, so yeah. Also, if you don't know what to do with your money, then why not buy a $1,000 case? And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to go to CES, MWC, Computex, and other tech or gaming related events in the future once the channel has really grown, start earning regularly, and meet these guys, of course. So they're like the celebrities in my world, at least. So leave a comment down below on what your favorite tech was this CES 2018. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, dislike if you feel like you have to, and if this is your first time to the channel, then consider subscribing. As always, bookmark and use my Lazada affiliate link when buying at Lazada. Donate to my Patreon to support the channel and follow me on Twitter for updates and announcements. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.